Good day, my fellow patriots. And today I am going to explain to you why Democrat politicians rely so heavily on hate and violence to stay in power. And I just want you to prepare yourselves because I want you to understand that this is not something that is going to go away. They are going to continue to stoke fear and they are going to continue to incite hatred, and the reason that they are going to continue it is because it's a strategy that works well for them. It is a strategy that allows them to garner votes. So it's not something they're going to abandon. If it's working, they will continue to use it. And while it is wicked and it's evil to stoke fears among Americans and to incite hatred for each other, however, it's very potent. It's a potent weaponized tool that is used by the Democrats to ensure that they continue to enjoy the power that they have. And yes, sadly, it pitches Americans against each other, but that is not what they're concerned about. They have only one concern, and that concern is staying in power, and they will do it at any means necessary. So it is important that we understand the weapons that they are using to maintain that power. That is the only way we're going to be able to resist and fight back to overcome what's taking place. That is why you see there's not a moment that passes by, especially in the media, that there isn't an issue that comes up that encourages and continues to stoke the fear and to add fuel to the fire of hatred that is developing in our society. That's why you see there is no mystery that they've started already to talk about civil war and civil war. There's a civil war coming. Yeah, there's a civil war coming. But we fail to understand a civil war does not involve one party. So if there's a civil war, it means that there's one party warring against another party. And for some reason, they would lead you to believe that the one that's going to start the civil war is the Republican Party, or patriots are going to start a civil war because, yeah, they love this country too much. They want to defend this country too much. They're the dangers to democracy. The people who want to defend this country, the people who love this country, the people that want to keep this country together are the ones that are the inciters of violence, are the ones that are going to start a civil war, not the ones that went on a rampage in 2020 and burned down cities and fought against law enforcement and spat it on, disrespected, dishonored law enforcement. As you can see the consequences that is taking place in the cities. Even in California, I was looking at a story recently where one of these store owners witnessed blatant robbery of her store next to her store. And I guarantee you, she is probably one of them that voted for the Democrats. And now, sadly, she's seen the consequences of that vote. And I forgive her. And as for the talk of civil war, the history is clear. The history is clear about the people who started the civil war, and the history is clear about the people who didn't want to end the civil war. So nobody's fooled here. And it is so ironic because the people that they pretend to love so much and they pretend to defend today are the very people that they wanted to keep enslaved. The only difference is that now they are able to enslave these very people in a more sophisticated form. They pretend to love them so much, but yet still would not want them to go to the same schools as their sons and daughters. And the very man who says, look, I will give you school choice, he's the one that is regarded as a racist. Well, tell me, what's wrong with that picture? And I forgive a lot of people that got caught up in the emotionally charged environment that took place in 2020 and, got a little carried away. But you see, that is what they do. I understand the strategy, and I understand why they're trying to incite some sort of civil war. They all are going to be talking about it. It's just a matter of time. Every major news outlet is going to, be talking about, oh, there's going to be a civil war. There's going to be a civil war. Actually, indeed, they probably do want something like that to happen. And the reason being, they realize that right now, they're the ones that are in power. They're the ones that control the government. So they're waiting and hoping that they can corner patriotic Americans and then get them to respond so that they can unleash the forces of the government against them. And that way consolidate their power. So they're not fooling me. It's clear, it's clear, it's clear as a bright sunny day. You see, because they understand and they know that if there is safety and security in our nation, if there is peace and stability in our nation, if there is calm, if there's understanding, and if there is compassion, then there is no way that they will be able to stay in power or win power. They have to artificially create a climate of hate, a climate of resentment, a climate of chaos, because that is exactly what they thrive on. If there's economic stability in this country, if there's peace in this country, if there's harmony in this country, then I guarantee you they will never be able to attain any power. They'll never be able to get normal thinking Americans to vote for them. So in order to get and to rile up the mass of voters that vote for them, they have to create that instability. They have to ensure that things are not going well. So there is discontent. And they have to appeal to the basal instincts of the American people. If the American people have jobs and their lives are going well and they're paying attention to their livelihood and their families and their community, then there will be no time to be discontented. There'll be no time to pay attention to all the emotional shenanigans and all the emotional games that they play with the minds of the American people. I guarantee you, it's coming. It's coming. Between now and the midterms, there is going to be some major event that's going to be used to stoke some sort of instability, stoke some sort of fear, and to continue to divide Americans and to pit us against each other for their political benefit. It's coming. I guarantee you. They noticed that it worked in 2020 and it worked effectively. So there's no way they are going to change their strategy. It's going to be done again. I guarantee you, between now and November, look out for it. It's coming. Brace yourselves. It's going to happen. They have realized that people are no longer intoxicated like they were in 2020. People are no longer emotional. They have relaxed. They're able to see things for what they are. And they've been given a chance, an opportunity to take America forward. But instead, they made a total mess of it. So guess what? They know what's coming. They know that it's over. They know that the game is over. So you're going to see some very, very desperate people do some very, very desperate things. And God help us. So now that you know and you understand what is before us, I appeal to fellow patriots, be sober, be vigilant, do not be taken in, and understand that the best way to send a message is to get out there and vote and make this happen. That is the only way we can all save America.